unmuted.
Hey.
Am I heard? Hey, there we go. Oh.
I hear an echo from your side.
Oi, geweld.
Hang on, let me see. Testing.
It was my phone, which is now volume down. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's that's not what she said, sir.
No, she said something worse. Like it's subpar. Suboptimal was the proper
Below
word.
subpar was the quote by God. Aside from that, Josh, what the heck? How did you get me here?
And that's what everyone's asking is, why the hell are any of you here right now? That's the quote going around. But
I just want to say real quick, because I feel I'm overimportant, my ego, narcissism, all of you that I see that have joined, thank you. This is where it all began. This is where the life that we live, this thing of ours, okay? You're a friend of ours, friend of mine. This is where it happened, and there's the man.
It's a difficult situation.
Thank you. That hits me in the heart.
What you're doing right now is you're putting too much on it. You're putting too much pressure on this whole thing. Hopefully, everyone is expecting. I'm gonna use the word again: suboptimal performance. That way, we can impress. You know what I mean? We can go above and beyond because their expectations were so low.
Yeah, everybody, hey, chill the fuck out. Like moderation, okay? Moderate expectations.
If you
Let's
could,
bring it down. Bring it
for
down.
old time's sake, shoot the show a like if you're enjoying it right now. Let's hit that like button. If you feel like sharing it, no problem. If you feel like sharing it just to crap on us, go for it. That's fine. Be like, look, these guys are back again. Bunch of loot. They broke up and they get back, and they break up and they get back. It's like the worst relationship I've ever seen.
We're the new Twilight, you know?
Which one are you, though?
I'm sparkly Robert Patterson, and
Damn it.
you're like emotionless Kirsten, whatever her name is.
I'm not the girl. You can't say I'm the girl. I'm the guy, man. I'm not.
Well, it's 2023, man. Maybe I didn't want to assume.
Twilight wouldn't fly in 2023, is what we're saying. Excuse me.
Clearly.
Man,
but anyway,
it's good to see you on this side of the channel. You know, we did the Progressive Patriot. It's just good to see us back on the Stuck in the Middle channel, which, by the way, we're changing. We're going to change it to Stuck at Night because I don't think there's any other Stuck at Nights out there.
Yeah, no, I had to scroll through at least 20 different Stuck in the Middles, and since we are truly the OGs of this thing we do here, we're doing it Stuck at Night because hey, we're on at night and we're geniuses.
And we're stuck here.
Stuck at night.
And we thought at least I thought we were so like cool and lucky. Like, bro, we got the YouTube name Stuck in the Middle. Whoa! Little did we know, nobody wanted that name. Not even the Disney Channel show probably had that name. They're like, no, that's stupid because then if you search for it, everything's gonna come up except our stuff. So we were the losers.
I'll never forget that somebody more intelligent than we apparently convinced us to drop $300 to convince us we were going to own the name.
Yeah, there was a little, it was owning the image, which makes no sense to me. Like, I don't want to copyright the image right now. I'm not trying to go for branding. I just want to make sure nobody else can take. There was, water under the bridge.
Water under the effing bridge. Fucking bridge. What are we doing over here?
Before we tackle, as we used to do, as we tackle the tough subjects in the world, before we do that, I have a note down here that you were talking about being a hypocrite. Now, is this a type of hippo, like a hypocrite?
This does come from the ancient hippopotamus critus on the candy bar. And I hate that you brought this up. So uncomfortable, very unprofessional. But since you had a note there, and nobody asked you to say this or anything. Let me take a sip of my Welchers, and we're gonna dive right in because that's what you want to do.
That's red wine. Let's be honest. That's red wine. You're off the. Is it on the wagon or off the wagon?
Fucking wino, okay.
Damn. Remember Mitch Hedberg's joke? He's like, I saw a homeless man eating grapes, and I was like, dude, you gotta wait, because he's a wino. So. Was it
funny then?
Yeah, it was hysterical then, and I stand by it being hysterical now. I'm no Mitch Hedberg, so it was in his delivery, But hypocrite, sir. You are one, apparently.
So, yeah, I told Josh to remind me that I feel like a hypocrite this day and age, and this is the only moment of the show that stuff like this will be touched on. I know there's maybe 2 people I can think of, but like, oh no, maybe 3 or 4. Like, don't do it. But when I first started on Stuck in the Middle, which is has been an amazing experience, I went through a lot of growth, and mostly where it counts. No, and I purchased
Hey-o.
my first firearm, and I was, if you were to watch before and after, I became a brand new owner of something so serious. I played with it. I talked about using it, yeah, and acting a fool with it, and even moments in time where I was considering doing the most stupid things, you know, in the world, possibly. So I just wanted to mention that, because I've noticed on Nameless, please don't insert yourself if you don't want to be involved and noticed. And that's just what I'm going to say regarding this other area. There's a channel where there's a lot of people that seem to congregate and just talk about how they have an arsenal and how much they want to bring harm to a couple of people that I happen to care about in myself. And I would just say, I see what a fool I was then. Don't be the fool I was. That's all. It's not a good look. I could have gotten myself in a lot of trouble with what I was saying so boldly, allegedly, right? But
look
that's
at you.
it. You know, I've grown. I've matured.
How tall are you now?
Oh shucks.
Or
I'm
was
at
it
least 7'4"?
Or did the growth go like wider? Was it wider? Or was it a taller growth? You tell me.
It was more of a girth growth.
Okay.
The GG.
Listen,
we call
buddy.
it the GG.
Buddy, growth is growth. So I respect any type of growth. Even growth hormone. That shit's good. So
oh yeah, especially when you're like 10 years old.
It's funny, you know, seeing you grow up on these YouTube streets for so long as you did. You were such a young buck on the streets just what, 6-7 months ago, and look at you now. You're a full grown man. You got some chin hair going there. I can respect that. You're holding down a steady job. It's you've grown a lot, man, from the streets to now. I'm very proud of you, man. Very proud of you. Not only have you grown in that, but during growth, sometimes, you know, such as a lobster, it sheds its skin. It needs to find something new. And we remove things from our previous life and we continue forward. I saw on your most recent live, Mr. Eli, that you experienced what, in your words, you know, more growth. What am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about.
Only come across snakes and sparklers.
I'm talking about a young Eli making a decision. And let me cue up the proper music here.
See, and with this, like Josh, who was with me throughout my 3 years, can attest to how passionate I was about this man. This was a big deal to me. I wanted to show I'm walking the walk. I'm not just talking.
Boom, boom. Oh, I gotta turn that down for the copyright strike.
Oh yeah, careful. You know what? I can't hear any of the music when you play the music.
You can't hear music right now?
But they can hear it. Everybody else can.
Thank God. But this is you. How did this feel? Like, you were a Bernie guy forever. And dude, now here's you ripping the sticker off your car saying like, fuck Bernie. I'm done with Bernie.
I didn't say fuck Bernie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right now, but
I'm just getting excited.
I removed the sticker from my door one night, and the next step was obvious, as I now view him, you know, I am going to vote Republican for the first time, but I view him like he is a hypocrite that works within the very system that he claims to have such disdain for. I will never forget how he inspired me, gave me hope, gave me the strength to go door to door in a part of the country that is not Bernie Sanders friendly. But that time is over and it's official. I don't have any representation left on the DNC. Not a single progressive, not a single Democrat. Fuck them all.
Damn, that was perfect. Like, literally, you stopped talking as the music ended. I'm not sure if you know what song I was playing, but it was like the dun 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 dun. You know, like the coming of age song, the 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah,
perfect.
That's epic, and it took me 38 years to become this fully grown adult.
If you like that bit right there, you can expect that from Stuck at Night all the time. Hit that like button. It means the world to us.
if I may, not only do we appreciate it more than our firstborn son, but that we had together in secrecy. But honestly, as you all know, in light of the battle, we've all agreed to fight on behalf of the First Amendment and on these YouTube screets, on the Progressive Patriot channel, and on where it all began, Stuck in the Middle and soon to be Stuck at Night. Hitting that algorithm is also an act of saying we will not be silenced. We will call out your biased censorship, and we will be heard. And it's only your ability to just pelvic thrust the like button and show them that the algorithm cannot block us.
Michael Jackson thrust that like button. You know, it's funny.
You don't know my audience very well. Oh God, they're not gonna. No, it's okay.
Well, I mean, it's funny that I brought up Michael Jackson because the recent guy, unfortunately, the homeless man, houseless, sorry, who was subdued in New York City, he passed away via a rear naked chokehold. And he was actually a former Michael Jackson impersonator, which I guess in some respects we should be like, oh, well, you shouldn't kill that guy.
Wait, shut up. He was really a Michael Jackson. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah. I mean, you want to get into it now? You want to go ahead and cross over into the Neely territory and the.
Well, aside from me ripping off Bernie Sanders stickers that used to represent my soul, have you done anything otherwise? Let's jump.
That bit should be, we should short that bit, YouTube short that, like that whole little quick, it's like a minute and 30 seconds.
Thanks, Josh and Eli with the super, thank you so much. You know how awkward I get, but we are thankful. Namaste, thank you. You are the lifeblood. We love you. Thank you.
Oh shit, here we go. Check it. I'll put it up on the screen. Just let me, this vMix isn't as streamlined as, you know, let's say StreamYard. I can throw up things, but I just got to open up a browser and just hit send. It's not that difficult, but DLibby68, thank you so much.
Did you say this Streamline and StreamYard, bro?
Yeah, dude, we're just streaming right now.
Holy shit!
It's a whole bunch of streaming. Let's get into it. So, when we first talked about, you kind of were like, yeah, I'm not up on the situation.
So, interesting context before we dive right in, so to speak, is this. My attention has been in many, many places. So much is happening in the world. It's incredible. Somehow, some way, I don't know if I can use the term blame, but the algorithm has not really been showing me too much of this situation. I only learned a few moments ago that it was a Samaritan and not an officer. And I just keep learning about this case. I don't know jack shit about it.
Yeah, you thought it was a cop, right? For a little bit.
I did think it was a cop until today, minutes ago. The only headline I saw is that Matt Walsh did a special about it, a brief special with the title, "Is This George Floyd 2.0?" So I was like, oh shit. But I learned everything today.
I heard he's making, Matt Walsh, he's making a new video. It's called "What is Murder? What's a Murder?" He just goes around asking people what murder is. And they're like, well, I mean, you know, it's murder. It's weird. It's when and nobody has an answer. They just keep saying it's. So it's going to be a good one. It's a part two to his What is a Woman documentary.
It's when two consenting adults get together and I'm definitely, I'm in it to win it. I'm going to watch that son bitch.
That's what's up. I don't know why I just said that.
He's my spirit child.
I don't know.
It's okay. We go. Yo, Jeremy with the much love, homie, and dropping that, bro. Big thanks, big ups.
Let me
my peeps, man.
Pull up some stuff. What did Jeremy say? Gosh,
he just said much love, homie, and dropped a dub, dog.
Here we go. Let's send that to the show. So people, hang on, come on, hang on. Tech diffs.
In the
there we go.
Here, you get to all just enjoy the puppy dog eyes. Thank you.
Here, I put the puppy dog.
We appreciate it, really, truly. The puppy.
Thank you. I'm so grateful.
Let me add the pause. You're not a puppy without the pause. How could you let me slip up like that, Josh? Jesus Christ! I thought we were partners.
Is that like a dog pun? Puppy without the pause? Did you know what you did there?
I knew what I was doing. Wait. Drew's here. I want to see. Okay, Drew. Please feel free to insert yourself in the conversation. All feedback really, really counts for something. Stuck in the Middle has always lived by that credo. Larry, I recognize your name from the Stuck page. It's good to see you here. Drew says, don't compare this to George Floyd. Well, Drew, I'm just telling you the first headline I personally saw was Matt Walsh of the Daily Wire saying, "Is this George Floyd 2.0?" So that's all I've seen in terms of the media, or so I'm here to learn.
And by the way, maybe we should throw the number up. It's a new number, but we can throw the number up. People want to kind of have a voice or opinion on this as we're talking about it. You guys let me know in the chat. Let Eli know. I know he's paying attention to it. It's kind of hard for me to do a lot of it, but just say, hey, I want to call in or something like that, and I'll throw the number up, and we can get that conversation going. So this is from heavy.com. There's just like 5 fast facts you need to know about it, and then we can maybe play the video and whatnot. So
I would love to see it. I mean,
you want to see the video first, or you want to, because like the video isn't necessarily the full thing. It as a video normally is, like they don't get what happened before, but there's an interesting part that a lot of the media didn't share that happened after the choke that they kind of left out. That lends itself more towards the guy who did the choking.
Well, there's some important factors that have always been, I think, a necessary formula to what we do here at Stuck in the Middle, Stuck at Night, which is real-time learning is a special thing, which is why I do that a lot on the other channel. So I would like in real time to experience both, and I leave it up to your discretion. If me seeing the video first would be helpful to learning the 5 things I should know, or if I should, or vice versa. Maybe I should go in without knowing the 5 things and then see.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that too. I'm perfectly fine with that, because honestly, either way we do it, I don't think it like either way we do it, it's not gonna like be beneficial. Like if we read these things first, like like there's always there's justifications after the fact. Well, look, he was a criminal and this and that. Like this guy didn't know Jordan Neely's past. You know what I mean? Like he didn't know, he didn't attack him because, oh, this guy's been arrested 42 times. It was just something in the moment. And the media, right and left, they paint him as a good guy. The right's, well, look at all the 42 arrests, and he punched a 67-year-old woman.
But a citizen doesn't know this. Like you remember when I was on break talking about it, and I said, yeah, man, see, like a dispatcher would have said his history, and then would have given a bias to make an officer more aggressive. So when you told me it was a citizen, it really threw me for a loop. I'm going to read one of Drew's comments real quick, and then we'll see what happens next. He said, that's a BS comparison. These were citizens that were trying to do something to help. They only mentioned the Marine and not everyone else who held him down. I don't think the ex-Marine intended to kill. I don't think.
Is he saying it's a BS comparison to compare this to George Floyd? Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Like it's just kind of stirring up shit that shouldn't be stirred up. It's taken away from the fact.
Very good. It's sensationalism, the hyperbole. Get your attention. It certainly got mine because it stuck with me. Unfortunately, that's all I got. So yeah, let's see the 5 things or the video.
Well, okay, so just I don't even think we got to spend too much time on the 5 things. The guy Jordan Neely gets on the bus and he says, gets on the subway rather. I don't have food. I don't have to drink. I'm fed up. I don't mind going to jail and getting life in prison. I'm ready to die. He said that out loud in front of all these people.
Okay, can I offer a little insight? If I were there, I'd feel a little froggy.
Yeah, and people are used to that kind of stuff going on in the subway right now. So as soon as he barged onto the train at 2nd Avenue Station, he began screaming and yelling at the riders, prompting many to move away. And they're like, oh, okay, let me step away from this guy. So then he takes off his robe and he aggressively whipped it to the floor of the wagon. And the guy who filmed the video says, although so far the disturbed did not seem to want to attack anyone, a young man with brown hair and a gray shawl grabbed him by the neck and laid him on the floor as he tied him with his legs. They were in that position for about 15 minutes while other passengers, they're mentioning the other passengers, and the train operator called the police. The uniforms, by the way, never arrived. Other Samaritans stepped in.
During a quick question.
Yeah.
The police didn't arrive for how long of the duration?
I don't know if they ever arrived. Obviously, they did after they were like, okay, this guy's not moving, but there was, he was down on the floor for 15 minutes. I'm not sure where they are in relation to how fast a cop can get there, but I'm assuming a lot of the cops in New York City are like, I don't know about, I'm going to take my time getting there. right or wrong. That's just, you know, maybe their mindset.
I do believe that the effectiveness of the police in New York does play a part here, because it's a shit show over there, in my opinion, my old home.
The guy who recorded it says other Samaritans stepped in to aid the veteran and prevent the other from escaping. One of them, who had recently tackled with a woman, seemed to mediate between the two fighting on the floor. When they released the captive already unarmed, I left the scene and stopped filming. It was a very tense situation because you don't know what's going on or what he's going to do afterwards, the guy who was freaking out. But now this guy says, I'm confused now because I'm not sure how to think about what the young man did. He was trying to help, and at that time, no one thought he might die. So this is, so let's play the video. Let's play a video.
I'd imagine he was in the zone trying to just take out the threat with the rear naked, spread out. Okay, yeah, let me see the tail of the tape.
Well, and just as most shitty things about kind of these like social media videos that go viral is like we don't get the video of what occurred before that. We're just getting, you know, witness accounts of what happened. So, you know,
yeah, we're jumping right into the literal worst possible moment without any context or build-up.
He's already being choked. And there's 3 people there kind of fighting with him. And this is only 41 seconds. I mean, this is where I'm torn, because I don't know if this guy knew, like, listen, if I choke you out, I kind of stop choking you. If I continue to choke, you know, but if I really don't want to make assumptions, because I don't know if the guy was squirming, you're holding it. What do you think so far, Eli?
All right, trust me, I don't mean, this is no fucking flex. I was lucky enough just for 3 years of my life to practice MMA with some pretty good and wise people and some complete morons. But like the main thing we were all taught, which is why I would assume somebody that was also taught to kill, to be a weapon, would know, like, once they're asleep, you let go, you know? So I don't know if the body was convulsing and after the fact. There's a lot of nuance here where I can't make a firm assessment, which adds to, I guess, I have no shock. I was going to say add to there are people protesting, but what consensus have they reached? Or they're just looking at the optics of how it looks, the literal black and white. And that's why there's rage.
Yeah, it's always the optics. I'd like to play after. So the media conveniently left out this part of the video where, again, granted, it was a 15-minute choke. It's kind of excessive, but you know, I don't know. But this is interesting because this wasn't kind of showed, but the Marine, after they're done squabbling and finally maybe thinking, okay, this guy's done, actually puts... You're an MMA guy. He actually puts the gentleman in the recovery position after being choked out. So he lays him on his side.
15 fucking minutes is a long time.
Yeah. This is where, I mean, but how about all the crazy shit that's been going on in the subway? This is an overreaction. Whether it's justified or not, it's up to other people to figure out. But this is like Samaritans standing up and be like, yo, we're done with this shit. And it's just like, if you're not gonna do anything, I'm gonna do something about it. Whether it's getting this Jordan Neely the mental health he deserves, you know, like the mental health treatment he needs, something to kind of prevent this stuff. But they're just, New York is just letting people out constantly, offenders constantly. You know, there's videos of that one guy shooting the homeless guy point blank range in the head. You know, how many other crazy New York City stories can we think of right now that kind of don't make the news, that kind of don't make the social media uproar?
I don't know, and I don't mean to you know, I'm not calling you out, Drew. It's just you may not have been around since you last guested on Progressive Patriot, the channel that I'm at mostly. I have kind of fully gone red pill. I've taken my Bernie Sanders sticker down. I think you just seen that. I don't see anybody on the Democratic side that I feel is a true representation of my interests. And I do feel more at home or more comfort. And I still see the bullshit, you know, like in terms of the wealthy getting wealthier, healthcare being a bitch. But man, like all of a sudden, you know where I started, bro. I am considering voting for Trump, but now we have other things that are maybe confusing me, like he just lost this case that we'll get into later. And Ron DeSantis, I think he's handled Florida as a Republican governor masterfully. So all I can find is Republicans. All the hearings I watch every single day, the only people I see that are demanding answers for things, and I hate to sound like I'm only on one side. I don't believe in the two-party system, but I only see Republicans that seem to be pushing the envelope, and any bias that we see, any censorship is always in favor of the left. And that's where I'm at. To any of my friends that are on the Democratic persuasion still.
I hate to, not hate to, but I don't, whatever. I know Tim Pool is kind of like, he's very controversial. Hey, I'm a liberal, whatever, but a lot of people identify him as conservative. But there was a leftist that self-identified from like the Surfs. I forget the name of his podcast, but he came on and they were talking about a few things that are good for us to talk about, or just like at least share of like, wow, like this is a perfect example of how some people view this position. And one of the things they got into was the whole Jordan Neely thing. And I don't know if this is the right video. I'm crossing my fingers. I got 3 of them that I marked down. Hopefully this is one, but this is Tim Pool kind of going off on this leftist guest who is essentially more concerned about the criminal as opposed to the victims, in Tim Pool's words. So you tell me. It's only about a minute and a half. We don't got to play the whole thing. Yell or pause when you want to.
Your protests, your support for the criminals make this worse.
So our solution to this, if you're asking, when you're saying you mean the left, right? Our solution to a lot of this
you're speaking in support of the criminal, so I'm saying you.
Okay, so I am saying that the solution to a lot of this would be investing very heavily in things like healthcare. Like getting and making sure that people have access to it, and not cutting the restrictions, like allowing people to have access to healthcare, not as a requirement based on how much money they have, based on their income, but allowing them to get the care they need. That would have gone a long way to preventing a problem like this and future problems that are going to happen. I have no idea what's going on with the 25 people who've been pushed in front of trains. If it happens to be because people have mental illness, this is a tangible solution that we could work towards. This is something that are you against that idea about it?
Real quick, the reason why he mentioned the 25 trains is 25 people push is because Tim was making a point earlier in the show saying that like when these people when people were pushed into the train tracks, into the subway, there wasn't really an uproar about it. He's like, we've been covering this, the whole time, and then I'm confused when something like this happens and now there's this big uproar. Like AOC says this is a public murder. She comes out and says this is a AOC, she's a silly goose.
To speak to a couple of comments that it's refreshing to see. I think a lot of you, Red Pill Truth, Drew, D. Libby, a lot of you I see just speaking the truth, which is calling out both sides. They're both puppets, both shills. Every bipartisan bill that's passed is not in favor of the people. It's for more government control. So I call that out, but I only specifically mentioned 2 Republicans that I know I'm willing to vote for within my districts. Outside of that, though, this doesn't mean that I am 100% Republican. As Drew said, I am still thinking for myself. We need to all be able to critically think independently before making any intelligent votes, choices, or assumptions. And now this with his whole take about the healthcare, that's always been a strong leftist progressive ideology that is still alive within me. I just think things have become so chaotic, I no longer preach it as much. But I'd give him some credibility. Yes. If there was more access, perhaps maybe it's obvious to say there's less violence. It's just you hear it so often.
And they don't do anything.
Yeah, like exactly. I was going to say, we hear it so often, like either get it fucking done or shut the fuck up. I don't know what to say.
Let's try to finish. There's about another 40 seconds left.
Investing heavily into mental health care, public health care. Well, then there you go. So that's a much better line.
So here's
right?
my issue. My issue is when this story came out in October, we talked about it. And we said, why is this happening? What are the solutions? What are the problems? When this story comes out now, you, completely ignorant of what's been going on in New York, side with the criminal. And so people like me are flabbergasted that we've been focused on the issue of crime, the issue of mental health, the entire time going back several years.
Because
and this is why I left in New York, because 2 cops got murdered outside of my apartment. And then what do we hear? Protesters in the street defending the criminals.
You keep saying criminal. I have a problem with criminalizing people who are homeless or people who are poor or people who are mentally ill. And then suddenly,
I'm not saying he's a criminal for being poor. I'm saying he's a criminal because he threatened people with harm.
Yeah.
Like incitement to violence is a crime, just like AOC says, right?
Damn. That was a mic, if I had a mic.
Yeah, it was. He pretty eloquently painted the picture, you know. People are quick to just jump on a bandwagon, be it the left or the right, that they find themselves willfully ignorant to the facts, and they just open their fucking mouths first, which I think is what the guy did.
This is the one I want to play, and this is it. I promise I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I think this illustrates how some people keep flipping the narrative by adding this in.
A really good example of what is described as anarcho-tyranny, in that you had 25 people pushed onto subway tracks in the past year. You've had like a woman get raped on a train in Philadelphia. And we don't hear a single peep from any of these politicians, from any of these activists, until someone actually stops the guy. If you go back 7 years...
Kills him, right? Kills him. He killed him.
Sure.
Yeah.
So when someone is being violent and then someone else acts in self-defense of others and the person dies in the process, now there's all of a sudden calls for, okay, so this guy should be criminally charged, but there was no call for stopping the 25 people being pushed onto subway tracks. That's an ongoing and acceptable thing, I suppose.
I'm never gonna...
Okay, I fucking lost the timestamps, but what this guy like keeps saying to Tim Pool is, oh, so then it's okay that this guy choked him to death? And it's like, well, hold up. I never said it was okay he choked him to death. That kind of happened in the moment. This guy, for all we know at the moment, his intentions weren't, I'm going to kill you. It's, I'm going to subdue you. And in the subduing, the guy died. But the way this guy keeps framing the question, it's that black and white to him. Like he wasn't self-defending. He just killed him, just murdered him.
Yeah, he's painting the picture that it was somehow intentional, which would make it, you know, a very serious charge. We know at the very least, for one, you know, I've seen some debates about this, as little as I know, on the Stuck in the Middle pages on Facebook. People saying, look, you know, it wasn't the guy's intention, but, you know, we can't let people go for killing people on mistake. It's still punishable, obviously. But like what that man is trying to do, constantly painting it like, well, he killed him, so he's a murderer, and now we, you know, let the strong hand of justice drop it on that motherfucker. So I don't know. Here's
a perfect example of how certain people view the situation.
I got another thank you to give, Josh.
Yes,
Diego de la Vega. Thank you, brother. Strongly appreciate any and all support that we get. Most of all, just your willingness to listen and engage. But thank you. We really appreciate it.
I'm trying to find Diego's comment so I can put it up
He just did like a super sticker thing.
Oh, okay. I can't. I guess super stickers don't show up on this side. That's stupid. That's dumb. They don't show up on this side. No, I can't, you know.
That's okay. The super sticker is in my heart.
Ooh. So here's a super idiot. This is my opinion. Listen to how this gentleman, just all the words he says, like I get like goosebumps and just like douche chills, just like how he just, I know this guy and like 13 other people.
You know how I know that I'm ready to get douche chills? Just the way his eyebrows are arched and his eyes are gazed.
He looks smug already. He looks like a piece of shit, doesn't he?
I'm just ready to hear like heartstring tugs or something. Let me see what we got.
So hello, everyone. This is Daniel J. Penny. Daniel took the life of an unhoused black man named Jordan Neely on the subway in New York, right here. Put him in a rear naked chokehold and kept him in that for upwards of 15 minutes. And Jordan died as a result. The coroner even ruled his death a homicide, yet he is walking free. Dave New World on Twitter made an excellent point with all of this. He said that if Daniel here had killed a dog on the subway, the whole world would be outraged, and we would have known his name the second we knew about it happening. Yet, he killed an unhoused black man, and instead, the press referred to that man as unhinged, released his full medical and mental health records.
That proved he was unhinged.
And referred to Daniel as a Marine veteran. The press painted a very unfavorable picture of Jordan, and while he may have been going through a mental health crisis at the moments before his death, I want you to see what the people who knew Jordan said he was like most of the time.
Most of the time. Like, you know, like they're doing the same thing that, you know, the right is doing with talking about how bad he was. They're like, no, but look how good he was. And
it's
I can
the
show
reverse.
Yeah, it's the exact reverse. It's the mere reflection. There he is doing his. That's like right there. That's like 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. The guy is very young there. Why would you kill that guy? He likes Michael Jackson. You killed Michael Jackson.
Even if that guy right there who has those moves threatened to off me, I'd just remember this and be like, you know, have at it, partner.
Yeah. If I saw
just
those
let
moves.
Loose. Yeah. Moonwalk over my face.
Get it.
I get it. He's a human being and he had hobbies, talents, and joy. I get it.
That's
so
sweet,
he is doing
man.
the heartstring thing.
Yeah.
Man who is literally crying out, saying, I am hungry. I am thirsty. I don't have a place to live. He was broken and devastated and desperate for help. And instead, he was killed. I really don't think that Daniel set out to kill him, but he was reckless, and it resulted in his death.
I can agree with that.
He needs to be held accountable for that.
I don't know about that.
Didn't he?
Honestly, I thought it was more douchey than it was when I watched the whole thing. I'm like, okay, maybe he said some. I just don't like him. That's all. I don't like him. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't like that guy. He reminds me of a friend of yours.
Derek Russo.
Wait. Shit. Is he still alive?
He's on Twitter. Yeah, he's still alive. Of course he is.
Oh, okay.
Literally, when I saw that, I thought the same thing. Like, this is fucking. Okay. I know this guy.
So you know what I'm. Okay.
Shout out to Derek Russo. I love you. Don't kill my chances in Hollywood.
Yeah, no, Daniel, Russo guy. He's
Daniel
a good guy.
Russo.
Me and you, we didn't come to an agreement. That doesn't matter. Anyway, out of this hole, what is the dearly departed's name? Neely? That's his name, right?
Jordan Neely. Yep.
Jordan Neely. Okay. So he went on there. What was his biggest provocation of violence? Saying, I don't mind going to prison. Did he attack anybody?
Let me go back to what Vasquez said. And he said, so this is his quote. I don't have food. I don't have to drink. I'm fed up. I don't mind going to jail and getting life in prison. I'm ready to die. He barged on the train, was yelling all that. He removed his robe and aggressively whipped it to the floor of the wagon. Vasquez said, so far, the Disturbed did not seem to want to attack anyone. A young man with brown hair and a gray shawl grabbed him by the neck and laid on the floor with him. So... But
boy, this one's fucking.
Here's the thing. If New York is pretty, you know, liberal, they're pretty progressive for the most part.
Their system is fucked up.
There would have been a charge if the cops were like, hold up. But the witnesses account. So that, like, I'm just reading what the guy who shot the video, what his accounts were. We don't really have what the other few passengers who, like the two people who were helping the Marines subdue the guy. I don't know if we have their statements. I don't know if we have the surrounding passenger statements. But if you hop on a train and say, I'm ready to die, you're like you said, it gives you pause for like, hold up.
And as a Marine with training, you spring to action. You don't wait for the damage to be done. So there's going to be a lot of points to go over before any condemnation is fully, you know, nailed to the cross, so to speak.
That could be some.
And I'm disappointed that people are already fucking protesting.
It could be some PTSD shit.
Yeah, man. There's going to be a lot of shit at play here, especially within mental illness. I'm just, it's a mix of even shock and disappointment that people are already, you know, they got blood in their mouths and they want to just take it to the streets. It's unfortunate, but okay.
Do you think anybody wants to chime in on should I throw the number up? Does anybody want to call and have their thoughts heard?
Feel free, by all means, if you do feel as such, that's something you want to add to the topic at hand. We do have more, that's a guarantee. Feel free to give the old phone number a call. I haven't done that in Jesus, I don't know how long.
I had to change the number. Hopefully it even works at this point, but I got it all pulled up. Hopefully it doesn't call my phone. So the new number is 954-998-3787. If you feel like hopping on with us real quick and kind of giving your thoughts on this topic before we move on, feel free. We'll hang out for a second or two and kind of make some time just in case. But, you know.
A big Shabbat Shalom hello to Garrett01. I recognize that OG. Hey, okay. And we do have an awesome supporter, somebody who I've grown to consider friend, who is also, I don't know the nature of the friendship or relationship. So Mutated Illustrations and Jeremy, they're awesome people. Jeremy's going to call in.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, let me make sure everything is set up.
I got to speak to him on a live for the first time. Just think last night, if my memory serves, and he's got his head together, which is appreciated. There's too much crazy out there. This
is one of those, there's a lot of moving parts to this. You don't want to just all of a sudden say, oh, I know what happened, or this didn't happen. But that's what people do naturally. I'm just going to jump to the right or left side, no political pun intended, and stick with it.
The knee-jerk reaction is what bothers me so much. Like, there is no more wait for all the facts to come out. No, it's I want blood, and it's either one side or the other that has the mob mentality get just triggered, enacted immediately. Like, where are the protests? New York, I would assume.
Yeah, while we're waiting, I can throw up a protest video here, because there's been some crazy ones. Let's see.
Thank you, Garrett. I appreciate that. I keep on. It's an evolution. I found purpose, man. I really believe in this battle before the mass exodus to Rumble and the possibilities of Twitter. I really want to test YouTube and to their limits.
Push it to the limit.
We've all been a part of that, and I'm so thankful for everyone who has made a difference.
Shut up, these fucking videos.
What? Josh is muttering to himself, which is always a universally good sign.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Yes, yes.
Flip this over there. Play some of these little. These people are fucking crazy. They're on the subway.
Okay.
Look at them. And the cops are get off the fucking subway. I don't got the audio on. I'll put it on.
Are the train tracks to test the trains?
Just to try to stop the trains. I mean, one of those. Second or third rail, one of those things has electricity running all the way through it. If you just touch it, you're like, bleh. And they're just like, yeah, fucking, this guy should. People are just emotions are very high, right?
Well, I feel like America has been at the cusp, waiting to explode at anything. This is just going to be one other thing they explode at. But wait for the next headline. Racist electricity kills, some Antifa or something.
The number should. Oh, damn it! The number's not up on the screen. The number is.
There you go.
Why is it fucking?
It's out of the thing.
Yeah, I know. It's just VMix is being stupid right now. Hang on a second. I got you. We got this.
Oh, Larry Schultz. I've made the Rumble. We have not yet created the stuck in the middle, which will be stuck at night, so you could find us easier on here. And yes, the number I think
is
I see
954-998-3787.
And when you call, if you
like calling.
What?
I said, if you feel like calling.
Yeah, no. We got Jeremy's. He wants in.
While we're kind of sitting here, what do you want to? There we go.
Call from
Jeremy.
To accept, press 1.
Jeremy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're live on Stuck at Night, man. What's going on, my friend?
What's happening, man? Hey, last time I did this shit, dude, it was like a guy from around the corner, and his name was Tony Dodge.
Oh.
Dude, do not hang up, please.
Okay.
Josh,
last time
you get that reference?
I did.
I love you guys, dude. This is awesome that you guys are doing this again.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
For real, man. For real. This is awesome.
What's your takes on the whole Jordan Neely thing? Like, how do you feel about this whole scenario?
Man, I really think people ought to just mind their own business, but if a guy is actually being a problem, on a like a train or a bus or anything like that, I think they really ought to need to be detained, kind of, in their own way.
What would you define as a problem? Like, if we go over what this one gentleman said, that his recounts were, it's just like he was just on the train, he was yelling, he said, "I'm ready to die." He threw his robe off on the ground aggressively. How would you perceive that in the moment?
That is actually putting people in jeopardy of their own lives. So that guy had to be detained in a way for anything, just for other people's safety, is what I think. So I would have acted accordingly, the same way these guys did. And I mean, when people are fighting against you, how much pressure can you put on them to hold them to not overcome you or overcome people that you're trying to protect? You know what I'm saying?
Right, because at that point, if I'm being choked, right, and I'm still conscious and the guy lets go, like, why wouldn't I then turn around and like go after him still? So like, I understand why they're all kind of sitting there, but how do you feel about the Marine kind of choking him for 15 minutes?
Well, you got to remember this too, or respect this too. I mean, these people, you call him a Marine, he's been in different situations in his life. So he might have been, it took him back to a spot. You can't say that these people have fought for your country and all of a sudden they're not fighting for your country when they're in your country. So
maybe a little PTSD, a little mental health issues there with him.
With both, maybe, I mean, you can't really disrespect one for the other. One's never done anything for the country, and he's trying to protect his family, or he's trying to protect whoever is there, and that's what he has always been taught to do. And, bro, that's a very hard subject right there.
Yeah.
It is, but I got to say, I think you have articulated my favorite sentence thus far very early into this case, which is, this man signed up to, serve his country, and now that he's doing it within the fucking borders of the country, you can't.
Now people are shitting on him.
Almost crazy. It did end up in the expiration of a man's life, but there's a lot of moving parts here, man. Like, how else do you detain somebody once you put in that rear naked? Though you don't gently lock in a rear naked choke. You got to wait till the man goes to sleep. So I'm a little off on the time, but we need to let it take its course. Jumping on the train tracks, we're gonna get electrocuted. Ain't the way, in my opinion.
No, dude, I totally understand that. But when you put a person into battle, and he is supposed to do what he's supposed to be doing, and he comes back here, and what he does is protects his family and it protects other people. What he was always taught to do within that battle of life, he comes back here. And now he is told to do everything that he's supposed to do properly. And he comes upon someone that is giving a problem to society. And he's trying to protect that. So is that different from a police officer, George Floyd type shit? Or is that different from this? I mean, some people just need to perish, bro.
Damn.
And I'm not trying to say kill people, but bro, I mean, are we going to take our dollars and we're going to put these people in the ground? Or are we going to put these people in fucking, what do they need to be? So if they need all this conflict to understand them, or they could just, die on the playground. Whoops, Johnny fucking fell off the seesaw today. What is it that we are hiding or fucking protecting from the shit that is really killing us? You feel me?
I think so. Are you talking about like the mental health problems that are going on? Like, how come we're not doing anything about it?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and yeah, 100%. And that's why I thought that Tim Pool clip, even though I'm like, but playing it, I thought it was brilliantly said, and he kind of was reiterating what you said there, Jeremy. So yeah.
So I'm not really trying to take up all your time, dude. But listen, I think people are overlooking They're just getting hooswad on a lot of stuff that should really be put on the agenda of what they should be looking at. You know,
well, Jeremy,
instead of just
like
going, everybody is they're causing problems here. Well, actually the people that are causing the problems are getting dealt with, and the people that are dealing with them are getting in trouble for that. And I think that's a problem.
Agreed. Another good thing that was said.
I think that's a great issue you should, establish in whatever you want to do with your thing. Now, I just wanted to call in and say that. I want to take a bunch of time, but man,
no, you're good.
There is a lot of stuff, brother.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of moving parts to it, right? And like, there's a lot of things that we could sit here and kind of Monday morning quarterback, so to speak, of like, well, how it should have been handled.
Everybody forgot about WD-40, and I'm going to tell you what, this thing is getting rusty as hell, bro. So to make this thing a well-oiled machine, and once again, I think there's a lot of things that people are going to have to just go ahead and go, well, that's what it is.
Well, here's what I say. Here's what I want to say before you go is a lot of people right now, like the problem that we're facing at present is, I believe, the protesters who, in my opinion, as unbiased as I can be, is they're overreacting, and when you overreact, you overlook all of the details, which is my issue of what they're doing. They're not looking at anything. They're just seeing it in black and white. That's my issue at current with what's happening. And secondly, remember, I think it's I haven't decided, either before CanCon and I go live or after the open panel special. You're more than welcome. Please join us.
Hey, check this out. Just one thing before I go. People have become soft, and they need to really get back there, whatever they really believe in, and stop letting people override whatever they think is their problem, because it's not a problem if you can, and I don't want to say control it, but man, they have let people get out of control of what they just go, let's let it happen. Here it is. Let's let it go. In the state
of New York right now, specifically via the system that these fools voted for from my own hometown, yeah, the police and how they deal with it, with the no cash bond, just you're out, the rotating system.
No cash bail.
No cash bail. There's a huge problem that needs to be dealt with.
They want to see it happen. Well, here it is, man.
Here it is.
And you know what? Who's going to deal with it? And now they're bitching about they're sending Mexicans all the way to New York and all that stuff. But where's all these? So they're bitching about that. And listen, man, you guys, not you guys, but people,
but you guys,
wrong people, have let this happen. And here it comes, man.
The chickens have, what is it? The hens have come home to roost?
Coupons, well, then get charged the maximum. Because here it comes.
Heard that, Jeremy.
just trying to say it lightly. And when it comes with that, man, those coupons you usually end up on the street. And they blow down the street, and here they come, all gathered up by your door. So pay attention to yourself. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for allowing me once again.
Yeah, man. Of course. Thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it. And thank you for your insight on it all, Jeremy. Appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you.
Truly, yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. You guys.
Oh, that was my bad. Sorry. I got a quick trigger finger.
Yeah. Just, we're indoctrinated with that. We've been doing it for 3-4 years. What Jeremy reminds me of, what I took away from that is that we, or let's say the constituents of New York and those in power, have allowed things to get as bad to the point where, like, no police showed up, the mental health system is fucked, and it fell on a do-gooder who was hoping to do good. I don't believe he wanted to kill this man, and it's going to be on the courts to make such a case. He tried to do something good. He may have overdone it. He's a soldier. There's a lot of things that need to be talked about. And I guess that's all I got.
Next time Jeremy calls, I'm going to have the Pearl Jam song queued up. So after he says something, it's going to say, Jeremy spoken. Yeah.
That's perfect Josh content. I would expect as such.
Hot damn right. Well, anybody else, 954-998-3787. We're, I guess we're spending a little time on this topic here. We have a lot more to go, but, if people are digging it, we will move on and tackle at least one more, but, we're hanging fast as people are commenting.
I'm digging it, by the way. Remember earlier I was the shit stain. I was like, I want to maybe get out of here as soon as possible. Dude, I'm vibing. We're cool.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Really am. Really am.
And I want to add, feel free to call if you would like to add to this topic. And if the phones go dry for this, we got plenty more to go through.
We
so no
move
worries.
On.
With that said,
I had something real quick that I was going to be like, zing, a little zinger. But fuck.
A zinger? No.
Damn it.
Oh man, I gave that zinger a hard R. I'm sorry, I did that live.
It's zinga. It's zinga. You have to.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. You gave a.
You know what?
I'm canceled.
You are a son of a bitch. You know that. You're like, here's a softball. Hope you hit that one. Interesting. You say that, Eli.
I wonder why you say such a thing, Josh.
Yes. Maybe we have a compilation, or at least 2 videos of the past. I'm trying, like, every time I hit this button to put the phone number up, it does it or it doesn't. Like, it did it right there this time. Before it didn't. I'm gonna leave that up for a second. But for the past 2 weeks or so, there's been 2 different incidents of the N-word being used. Boom, boom, boom.
Ninjas with shurikens and katanas.
What was that?
Uh-oh. Right now there's a domestic dispute in the Josh household. Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. Josh knows how to take care of a broad.
Okay, no, we're good. Yeah. You just That's it. Took care.
How is the old battle axe?
Yeah. Battling.
Yeah.
It's an axe. It's a battle axe.
How's the little one?
Little. Still little.
Oh. Okay. that cleared
rather not
everything
talk
up.
about my hell, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, this is my escape, and you're trying to bring me back to hell. How dare you? How dare you?
I can't help it. And I'm also sidetracked with fun fact. Do you know where the 40 comes from, the WD-40? I've recently been hearing things about WD-40. Hey, we got a phone call.
We got a phone call. Look at us stalling. Oh, hey, Joseph. Hey.
Call from
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
To accept.
What the F? I know that voice. Damn.
What's going on, man?
Is this Ricardo?
Happening? Where the effing hell you guys been?
Where the hell have you been?
G'day, mate. What's happening?
Dude, so good to hear from you. How is everything?
Friggin' cold. That's about it. But yeah, everything's pretty good, guys.
You know what I got in my studio,
I just got
right?
on YouTube. I thought, man, what's going on here, man? What's happening? The team's back together? What's going on?
I want to fill you in real quick.
Remember this hat?
Also, and I have a question. And look, yes, we still have your merch, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, it's not his merch. He sent us gifts.
Yeah, and you didn't sell it on eBay yet? What's going on, mate?
Fuck
Why not?
no.
So, you know, like, come on.
No, there's certain things that are just never sold. Well, for one, I did my own channel thing, and Josh moved, and it was all his fault. No, not true.
All my fault.
And did you start your own podcast?
He talks about soccer, right?
Don't want for the club. It's just more for world football related with the football team that I do. But doing that, and just doing little bits and pieces here and there, and just keep it out of trouble. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah,
is your podcast on YouTube?
No, it's on Spotify, Anchor, and iHeartRadio. It's just regarding football team, the Juventus. I'm the president here in Melbourne, Australia. So we just got this worldwide thing with other clubs, and I've been concentrating on that. And but guys, can I just say one thing to you guys?
I love this guy.
Brothers and sisters of the United States of America, you guys need to get George Soros this friggin' hell out of your country, because he's half the problems.
Yeah, I swear, if I see that guy,
okay,
I'm gonna punch him right in the gut.
My cousins in Europe, especially the Hungarian ones over in Hungary.
How hungry are they?
They got him out of the country. The guy's a troublemaker, mate, and he's causing a lot of the problems in your country.
Yes, he is. Unequivocally.
Not a fan.
So money talks, but you guys need to step up. I mean, I know there's a lot of shit to fix, but wake up the truth is this guy is trying to destroy your country.
He's talking to us, Eli. He's saying we got to do something about it. He's saying
I mean,
we got to
brothers and
step up.
sisters, mate, you got to look for what it is. This guy doesn't care, man. He's an evil, demonic person, man. He doesn't give a shit.
He does have.
So that's what I wanted to say, because I love America. I love my, brothers and sisters, all over the world, man. Just this guy, I don't know what's his agenda, but he's trying to destroy everything, man. And we've got the same issues here, guys. I just want to let you know we started now with this drag queen in our primary schools and in our libraries. People here in my area, they protested at the local council and state parliament here, and they've stopped it. People are stepping up to the plate here, and I think that's what people need to do.
And for people who don't know, Ricardo, you live in Australia. It's 1:25 p.m. There right now.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
It's the afternoon.
Yeah.
The hell, you're a curmudgeon talking to us in the afternoon, man. What are you doing?
Do you mind if I ask?
Josh, you're looking pretty good, man. What's going on, man? You slimmed up. You putting on a bit of muscle. What's going on, man?
Not as good as you're sounding, though, bro. I tell you. Oh, look, Eli's getting a little. Let's pay some compliment. Eli, hey, buddy, you look great. You look fantastic. Yeah, show us the guns.
Eli always looks good.
See, he can't stand other people being complimented in front of him. Look at him. Look at him.
Apart from that, guys, everything's good here, man. Everything's been pretty good.
I'm glad, dude. It's a little, where I would say we need some WD-40 ourselves, to get some of the rust off, to get some of the grease off or some grease on as a collective here. So, next time you call, and I promise you, we'll be a little more, uppity and ready to go. But honestly, I think we're both just kind of taken back that we're talking to you again. Holy crap.
I'm starstruck.
Hey, man, just one thing, too. Hey, guys, I'm heading over to the States in the next couple of months, so maybe I'll pop around and meet you guys and we'll have a beer or something.
Please, yes. Keep in contact.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only been sober for 4 years, but I will break no, I'm kidding. I haven't. Aside from that, I wanted to ask, for clarity, for me, for us, for the people listening. You mentioned protests in Australia, and you sound proud. I am unplugged. I am an American, and I'm blissfully unaware in this bubble. What's going on out there that has warranted protests?
Oh, just with the drag queens, story time and, toddlers and stuff. And what's behind it, Eli, a lot of these people have got criminal records and past records, and it's not good, man. And leave the kids alone. Get the hands off the kids. That's all I'm saying. So
hell yes.
I hate to ask this here, as I believe personally it might be in bad taste, but hey, what the fuck? Have you watched any of what I'm doing on the Progressive Patriot? One of my biggest topics is being a proud TERF, and pushing against that agenda and almost pushing the boundaries of YouTube. And I'm looking forward to doing that right here, stuck in the middle / stuck at night. But have you perused at all, or it's just not the same? I know in Josh.
Eli, man, I watch a lot of stuff on Rumble, to be honest with you. So
that's
because YouTube to me has got a bit, it's got a bit feral, to be honest with you. So with what you can and can't say and what you can do. So honest truth is, I was just today, for instance, I was going through YouTube and you guys popped up, and I thought,
holy
I'll
shit,
give you guys a ring. But look, hey. I will check it out for sure, Eli. I definitely will.
Don't feel indebted to do so, but I would like to send you one of my recent lives where I have constantly been pushing the topics that have usually been censored, and they are censored no more. We can say here, Josh, you don't mind, do you?
No,
the things we can say that we used to not be able to say.
He's going to say the N-word right now. Do it.
COVID was strategic bullshit. Vaccines can kill children, and Epstein didn't kill himself. McAfee didn't kill himself. The DNC and the Clintons are nefarious and notorious for offing whistleblowers. These are things that don't get me kicked. And anytime YouTube has tried to...
Where'd the picture go?
Oh,
shit. Oh, shit. Okay.
So I'm trying, Josh and I here, we have a goal, and we're going to push the boundaries. Stuck in the Middle has always had it in its blood to do so. And we're going to keep that fight.
Yeah,
thank you so much for calling. God.
Hey, just quickly, guys, I'll just let you know what's really happening here in Australia, which is a real big thing. Our Aboriginal community, they want to have a say in our parliament, like our White House here, and they're trying to pass a bill, and we're going to vote on this, so they'll have a say. The bigger agenda to this is, it's not about the Aboriginal people having a say about the country. What it is basically they will sign something off, and then you'll see certain country that starts with C mining certain minerals out of their so-called sacred lands. So this is something in Australia at the moment that's a very big topic.
Cancun. I'm trying to think of ones that start with a C.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is it Cancun?
In Asia. It's the Asia region.
Asia.
That country.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing's coming to mind.
Right.
I got nothing.
Oh yeah. No,
the Chizos,
Somalia.
Ah, yes.
Sommelier.
Yes. Sommelier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somali B.
So that's
Somali
a big
C.
thing here at the moment, guys. So yeah, I just that's our main thing of discussion on the airwaves and that. But apart from that, mate, all good down under, mate.
I mean,
drinking the beers, listening to rock.
It's very similar to kind of, what America's going through with kind of like some of the things at the border right now in Title 42 coming to an end. There's a whole thing of like,
fuck the Biden administration.
But like also too, you want to help people. I don't want to just fucking turn people away and be like, oh, fuck you, you don't deserve to come here. I don't necessarily feel like that, but
I agree.
I also feel like some of the people who aren't the migrants who are pushing for them to get here, they have nefarious plans. Like they're not necessarily thinking of the Aborigines, of the migrants at the border. They're thinking of how this can benefit themselves as opposed to, long-term implications. Whether good or bad, it's not being discussed. It's just get it in there, get it done now. No conversation. If you disagree, you're probably a racist.
Yeah, I agree.
Bummer, right?
I totally agree with you guys. Josh, 100% right, mate. And, even if you've seen in Europe what they're doing with Ireland and other countries, mate, it's quite concerning what they're trying to bring in, and your culture and your history is being taken away. I don't agree with that. But, look, it's happening everywhere. So, but you guys just need to hold the line, and what's wrong is wrong and right is right, and stand up for yourselves.
And just,
damn right.
Yeah, and just like, just have a conversation. Like you don't even got to call people out to have a conversation regarding something that is taboo or, just, okay, we should be allowed to kind of discuss that and kind of flirt with, both sides a little bit and have some fun without people being like, oh, I'm offended. What are you calling me out for? It's like, no, you obviously you are too emotionally invested in it. And that's how your personality, who you are, is intertwined with your political beliefs. So if I'm disagreeing with that, I'm disagreeing with everything about you. And it's like, slow down there, bucko.
Okay there, bucko. You better slow down, bucko.
It's my Jordan Peterson. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Ricardo, dude, thank you so much for calling, man. It's so freaking good to hear from you, man.
man. Good to talk to you guys. Stay free, stay safe, everyone, and rock on.
And you, sir, stay sexy,
Thank
Ricardo.
you,
we'll talk to you.
Catch you, man. Ciao.
Whoa.
Hey, quick.
Yes.
Sorry, I know that was a freaking nostalgic blast from the past. Quick little shout out because I think this will be maybe an inside kind of joke to. All right, I'm just gonna say these names of people that are in the chat, and we'll go from there. My friends, hey, Queen and birthday chat. Doesn't that sound pretty rational? What Josh said. You don't have to just fucking call somebody out for X amount of hours.
Are you trying to use my words?
You can
for
just
something?
have a dialogue. Yeah, that sounded pretty. Yeah. Anyway, but moving on.
Are you using my words to defend something that happened?
Yes. Well, kind of. Yeah, basically. But anyway, what's funny is just the reactions. They're so larger than life. Like I wish people would just calm it down. But my fault. I did the poo poo thing.
Ew.
What's next on the agenda?
We were kind of approaching the whole.
Oh yeah.
The two dudes saying the N-word.
Well, yes, audience. We're gonna do a featurette of the N-word faux pas.
And get, obviously the most important view is the white man's view of this. So like, if the white man says this use of the N-word is okay, then it's okay. And this is why you and I, fellow white men, are doing this, and not including any black men in this, because you know.
This is why we got along so well from the get-go. I remember the first thing you said to me before you were like, yo, I got this show. You're like, dude, I need a fellow white passing fella to just give me a nice little hallelujah N-word. And I was like, I might be able to be that guy. And here we are.
And lo and behold, you haven't let me down.
Yeah, I know.
And I appreciate
copious amounts of times.
Okay, so let's go ahead and play the first one. I'm sure people are well aware of these two by now, but, you know, as far as doing a show, it's good content. So here's the first gentleman. Let me make sure I get this up on the screen.
When I'm doubling down, if anybody ever wants to have a personal dialogue instead of making a big hullabaloo, you know where to find me and just talk like an adult. Moving on. Back to it.
So this is Barstool Sports. I think this guy's name's Mincy or Mincy. I'm not exactly sure, but they're in the middle of this bit and they're singing a rap song. And he accidentally says one of the lyrics in the rap song. Oh, well, hold up. Let me make sure we've got this pulled up. Okay. Ready?
Get some yayo, double up, nigga. What you need. Get some.
So you see, like, he immediately was like, he kind of like stumbled over himself.
Get some yayo, double up, nigga. What you need.
He got very excited there, didn't he?
Well, yeah, after he said, he was like, he started.
You can't vocally backtrack and erase what you said. I think that's what he was attempting to do there. Trying to do the time warp.
Yeah. He's trying to rewind.
Yeah.
It's not working there, buddy.
No. Yo, shout out to Salty Aussie who'd say, I'd call yet. I've just found you fellows. I got to get a feel for what's going on. Don't worry. We're just having a nice, sophisticated conversation about the N-word.
I tell you this. Maybe call in like 5 minutes. Then you'll get what's going on.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. So Mincy, whatever this guy's name is.
Great Mimsy?
The great Mimsy. Mimsy. Yeah. He was singing along with lyrics. So I, as a white man who is allowed to deal out N-word passes, I would take the N-word pass out of my white man pocket and I would pass it to the fellow white man and be like, you know what? I believe you, sir. That was an act. That was an honest mistake. Yeah. You were just singing along with lyrics. You know, you could tell, right?
That's it. Yeah, he got carried away. He forgot for a moment in his life. It must have felt refreshing. He forgot about political correctness, and he just sang the song, the lyric in the song that he wanted to for just that moment.
And like, remember, I don't know, was it Kendrick Lamar? It was somebody who brought the white girl up on stage, and she was singing the lyrics. And she said the N-word, and they were like, whoa, hold up. And like, okay, cool, no problem. But it's just like, it's the lyrics. Like if there's no, like, is it a slur if you're not using it against somebody? I don't know. This is questions for smarter people.
No better look than two white folks talking about this, but
no, there is. There's nothing better than this. This is the pinnacle of the N-word conversation. Two white guys talking about it, obviously.
Oh, of course. We don't need validation or justification. No. Conversation. Nobody should ever be afraid of it. But like that,
we got this.
I remember that video. That was the most ridiculous moment I saw. The singer of the words that were put out himself that asked this girl to come up and put the microphone in her face. She sings along with every word. What did he think she was gonna do? She was a young girl. She's gonna go beep, like fucking. Anyway, so yes, this charming duo.
So here's CanCon sitting next to whoever this guy is. But come on, a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I was just trying to think of who else he'd look like.
I can't think of any. He kind of looks like somebody from Gangs of New York, but I don't know who.
I was gonna go with from The Sopranos or the Many Saints of Newark.
Okay,
close. Trash.
So it's not our fellow bearded man. It's this clean-shaven bird of a man looking, just like he looks like he's ready to peck. I don't know.
He looks like a fat Larry Bird. There you go.
He does. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Good pull. Good pull.
I'm sharp at this stuff.
Now this one hurts, and I think I only want to play it once. So I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to hit play. We're all going to be quiet. I'm going to let you. I'm not going to replay it. So if somebody in the chat's like, "Hey, what did I miss?" No, ain't going to happen. So on the count of Chocula, on the count of 3. Make sure the volume's up on this one. You don't want to. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum and Arthur Bryant's Barbecue.
Damn. All right, so listen, white guy that hands out the passes.
Yes.
I don't think I heard intent, right? Look at this guy's face for what the what? Well, is he just having a moment like, oh, what the?
That's actually the beginning of the video, but it's actually the perfect face to happen right after what that guy just said. Like, so as the arbiter, again, as the fellow white man who is the arbiter of the N-word pass, I reach into my pocket and I pull it out and I ponder to myself.
Let me see if I got any hanging around here.
Yeah, no, you should have some. You're white. We carry them all the time. We're allowed to do it.
White passing. You're whiter than I, but
oh yeah.
They sent me the wrong card.
That's the Amazon one. You can't. You might be able to buy it on Amazon, but I think it's like $100 to buy one N-word pass. So you got to get 2 of those.
No, I got the premium white passing look. You know, discount.
Oh, yeah. You get the 50% off.
Of course.
Shit.
You mean you don't?
No, I'm not. I'm white. I'm not white passing. So I get doxxed for that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're yeah.
I'm just just icky, sticky white. Just look at this guy.
So I can already imagine.
So what do you think? Like off rip, do you give him a pass or no?
Well, okay. The biggest thing is I don't feel in my heart he meant to say what he fucking said.
Do you know what the Hall of Fame is called?
No, and I'm nervous to ask.
No, I don't think this is what it's called. It's called the Negro Hall of Fame.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
So he made it so much worse.
He made it a lot worse, and they don't even sound the same. Like maybe if I'm not gonna do it, but if you kind of say it fast and don't you know what I mean? If you say it without kind of articulation, maybe this man. I heard both G's, you know what I mean? Like I heard guh, like he hit every word flawlessly. So which leads me to believe, this is my white N-word guy,
authority figure,
professional brain authority figure, that he was so nervous about saying that word. He was like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, that he brought it into fruition and said it. But that implies this man uses that word on the daily, freely.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the implication. He's concerned he's going to say it because he always says it. Because he said that with, dude, there was no, what? He hit every syllable flawlessly. He practices saying it.
I can feel the generations of his ancestors being called massa.
Yeah. There's a lot of feeling coming off. So, as the arbiter of the N-word pass, I take it out of my pocket, I look at it, and I say, you, sir, no, bad announcer.
Right. Believe it or not, all right, so my consensus has evolved a bit, knowing that it was, this is so silly that I'm even reluctant to call it what it is. You know, this is the country, the whole reason I'm on YouTube. So, we're fucking hell. It was the Negro League Museum. Damn, I did not feel comfortable saying that. And so he fucked it up. And I don't know, is he getting canceled? What's happening? Is there outrage, protest, bloodshed?
He definitely got suspended. Okay, and he got suspended while they're looking into it.
Okay, so they just got to find a couple fucking cotton fields in the backyard. I don't know. Okay, they're gonna look into it.
He did release an apology. He released an apology. Kind of stating, why. And here he actually sent me his apology firsthand. So this is an exclusive drop here. So this is him. This is his reasoning as to why he used that word.
Need help. Yes, I use nigga. I've used it. I admit it. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga. That, nigga this, nigga please, nigga, can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Oh my God, do you not remember that clip? It's so old.
I actually remember how they redid it on Boondocks, the cartoon show on Adult Swim. They redid that entire scene, and I had that's right, that's where it was. The dude was legitimately confused and trying to learn from his students. By listening to them. That's what that was.
Yeah, that was his apology. So he's trying to clear his name with that. So we'll see if that holds. if it
I
stands.
smell mac and cheese, or I'm having a fucking stroke. All right, continue.
That's not good.
Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm present. I'm just saying, I smell mac and cheese. It's a good thing.
So we did, you know, as maybe like a quick aside, we did the N-word drops thing. You know, do you have anything to say on? So what we could do a little. If you have anything to say on the Trump thing, the Richard Dreyfuss talking about Hollywood, and remember, I have those 3 weird AF stories about kind of like relationship things happening.
Relationship things.
Yeah, like the guest wakes up to the night manager doing something.
Oh God, that thing.
The pink beret and the girl leaving the guy because of.
No to the pink beret, but the wake up call, yes. Richard Dreyfuss thing, I think it's a common theme we've touched on here. It's well established. It could be like a one and done. You know, we cover it. It's, if anything, it's just vindicating my sentiments already. I used to be, you know, one of those Democrats like, yeah, I'm woke. Woo. Oh, God. Josh, I can't believe you had the patience to argue with me for 2 hours about me defending Antifa and BLM. Like, bless your heart, child.
You know, we missed a real big opportunity, like, to have your evolution on the Stuck at Night show. Like it happened on PP, which is fine, and we can cover it. But like that would have been something to like, you know, like the side quest of the show. Like there's this other storyline going on. You know, Eli is switching sides. You know, we could have had some fun with that, but you screwed it up. So thanks for that.
You know, I didn't have a lot of foresight when I made the initials, and I have a supporter, Sandra, bless her heart. I call her Golf Clap. She, every time I pop up in any channel, she goes, "Hi, EOPP," because, you know, my name, EW, Eli Wezer. I mean, yeah.
I like the big PP. Big PP.
Oh, that's my favorite.
As far as the Richard Dreyfuss thing, I didn't know, or maybe I did, I didn't remember, but I didn't realize the guidelines the Oscars had to follow, or films had to follow to be considered for a nomination. Were you aware of that?
I was to an extent of what they were, but what they are now is fucking incredible. And now it's outrageous. And I see his point, and he's gonna be painted as a bigot, and he's not a fucking bigot. He's an artist, and he's really making a point. But there are going to be people that refuse to hear the substance and only hear the words.
It's just like you could be. Oh, now you smell popcorn as opposed to mac and cheese, bro. You're all over I think you're having a stroke, man.
That is popcorn. Yeah. I've had 2 strokes already.
That's
all right.
What's up. It's hard to, if you go against something like this, or at least have an opinion that seems to go against this, it does make you seem like you're like, well, I don't want diversity. You know, like how do you in a smart way go about having an opinion on something like this that's not going to sound condescending, or not going to sound like, you know, you don't care about racial or ethnic groups? Because films will be starting in 2024. Films will be required to meet new inclusion standards to be eligible for the Academy Awards for Best Picture. They'll how come not the other ones? But they'll have to have a certain percentage of actors or crew from underrepresented racial or ethnic groups.
They're going to be throwing away the actual value and substance and hard work or art for the sake of how diverse the workers were. And if I could put this into a layman's terms, you got 2 construction sites. One site is with a wonderfully diverse construction group, but they do a shitty job. And then you got another one that's less diverse. They do a fucking great job, but you have to pay the more diverse crew that did the shitty job more attention and more money. That's how I would sum this shit up. Fuck, I'm brilliant.
Well, you are, sir. And that's kind of, it goes to your brilliance that speaks on meritocracy, where, like, you know, you're valued on your merit, on what you bring to the table, as opposed to what you look like. And I think that's the point here, is like, we're just doing this thing. And like, can there be a way where we can say that without forcing a company to do that? Or are they just gonna be like, yeah, we'll do that, and they never do it? Like, what's a better way of going about this? Like, hey, can we make sure that we're really giving everybody an honest look? Like, and how can you enforce that without, making these stipulations? I'm dumb, so I don't know.
And bear with me while I didn't fucking post this on while we were live. Please continue, pray continue. If you want to play the tail of the tape, I just wanted to post this while we're still live.
Yeah. What are you posting?
Over at OPP.
Here, we can play some of the video.
Go for it.
It's just one of those things where, like, talking about trans issues, it does, you do fit into a certain...
The subway?
Yeah. Like, just getting around in general, just trans issues, just, trying to get here and there. I can't. It's difficult.
Yeah,
Starting
I hate
in
chopping off my
2024,
penis
films
before I got to make a left.
will be required to meet new inclusion standards to be eligible for the Academy Awards for Best Picture. They'll have to have a certain percentage of actors or crew.
I was in fucking Jaws. Fuck you. Like, whoa, I'm on your side, Dreyfus.
Peppers, bombs, remembers.
Yeah. Poor guy. Come on.
Underrepresented racial and ethnic groups.
Huh? What?
What do you think of these new inclusion standards for...
I can't find my shoes. My shoes fell off.
films?
They make me vomit.
Why?
Because this is an art form. It's also a form of commerce, and it makes money. But it's an art. And no one should be telling me as an artist that I have to give in to the latest, most current idea.
Yo, is this guy on drugs, dude?
He's looking pretty intense, I'll tell you that.
When he does a lot of blow, we call him Richard Die Fast.
LOL, LMAO,
huh?
LMFAO.
But seriously, what's with the glasses so low? Like, if they're your readers, take them off, asshole. Huh?
I think he's going for a specific I was in Jaws look.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you know, but he just does that. And we're like, oh, you were in Jaws. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then when it's like this, you're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Come on.
Watch out for the shark. Oh, look at you.
Whatever.
No, I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I get it.
Smile, you son of a bitch. No, that was Roy Scheider. That was the best line in that freaking movie.
Thank you, John, for absolutely understanding, simply put, our point. What happened to it being about the actual talent? By God, yes, that's it.
Exactly. Oh, we all appreciate Richard Dreyfuss. That wasn't. We're just having a little fun at his expense.
No, and I respect the ever living fuck out of his stance and the unapologetic way that he shoots it right onto. He does the money shot of being unapologetic right onto that lady's face.
I just wish more actors felt how he did, or at the very least were outspoken, who shared similar opinions like him, who were actually in Hollywood
getting
still.
Roles.
Yeah, you'd probably lose it right away, So it's only these people who can, speak out. I guess.
Hollywood is the
Hollyweird, man.
Hollyweird, which is what it is the central hub of hypocrisy. And I've been doing some deep diving on the side of the spirit cooker that so many of these fucking weirdo celebrities go to and worship. Don't get me started on Lady Gaga and like this woman. She makes food that looks like fucking children and human beings and shit. Weird shit, man. All right, that gets into the Podesta stuff.
What? What do you
did
think?
We have something about a drag queen? Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we do. It's nothing.
No.
Here, we'll just play the video. Fuck it, right? See what happens.
My issue. I'm impassioned about it. This is what the fucking rest of the world is seeing us as.
Yeah, but
I get it where it is, and I get what branch it is. Man,
yeah, exactly. It's the Navy.
In the Navy.
So here's your new this is the new Navy social media spokesperson. Person? Spokes they. Spokes they.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. What? You think he's hot?
No, fucker. But this is the spokesperson.
Yeah. They're speaking right now via. Look, see, speaking. This
is the result of me not checking the prep sheet or any of the. I can't believe it. That it went that far. I thought, I don't know, a brochure, but it's got a TikTok influencer dressing in drag. Oh my
Does it
God.
make you want to vomit like Richard Dreyfuss with your glasses down? Makes me want to vomit.
It makes me want to vomit. And I was in Jaws once.
It is like, to me, it's fitting. It's like, okay, it's the Navy. I really don't care. Like this is kind of makes sense. I know I'm being, there's a whole like, the Navy, they're gay, whatever, in the Navy, you get effed up the A in the Navy.
You seem to have a consensus that agrees, like, it is the Navy. He is Navy, yeah,
It is the Navy, like Navy is, it's like Navy, then the Air Force, then the Army, then the Marines, like the Air Force is even looked down upon in the military branch because they have all like the nice bases and shit, and they got air conditioning and a movie theater and
$5,000 coffee mugs.
5,000, and then the Navy, just a bunch of dudes underwater for an extended amount of time. Something's bound to go wrong. Something's going in the wrong hole. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Not to infer that there's anything wrong about this, except for the fucking fact that this is a man trying to be the face of the fucking Navy, which is supposed to reflect our military strength. This is a travesty. I'm sorry.
I just gotta know though. Does this make you want to join the Navy? Huh? Is it doing anything for you? Because I'm kind of thinking about it now. This is okay.
You getting a little mahogany?
Yeah. Okay. I can dig this. I'm in.
I'm finding.
Is this guy gonna be there? I hope he's gonna be there, or gal, whatever. I don't discriminate. I'm cool.
Almighty, man.
I'm cool. We're cool. Oh, look at that. I like that.
My actual friend that was in the Navy, all he did was play fucking D&D with a bunch of dudes.
Dicks and dicks.
Shit he would have done. What?
Dicks and dongs. D&D.
May as well have been the way that fucker came out. And
came out of the closet?
You son of a bitch. He may as well have. He was a weird mother trucker. We had a whole episode about my gripe with this person.
Did we?
But it was, yeah, it was far back. Dude, he was in his early 30s, and he got me to find a bunch of my middle school friends to play D&D with him, and he made all female characters.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. And he started fucking your female characters.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I didn't have female characters.
No, he made female characters, right? And he wanted you guys to fuck his female characters.
To articulate.
Let's consummate this relationship.
I want to.
You were like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's fuck. Let's do it.
Okay, so there's a lot of my friends to this day, like, we remember this shit. He knows to fucking stay away from me. But my other friend who did 25 years in the Army, he wants to fire this motherfucker. And okay.
Everybody seems.
Who you are, you son of a bitch.
And just as an aside, everybody seems to think, and it seems to be kind of on the same page, America is going through some kind of culture crisis. Justin said it. John said it. So I think people.
That's the most poignant way to say it. America is going through a life crisis right now. We're all confused. We're in those weird teenage years where we're trying to find who the fuck we are, and I don't get it. All these little extra questions didn't need to be asked, and all the exploration and grooming and the children and the don't say gay bill, which is perfectly fine as it is, and it's mistitled and misleading. It just says, hey, teachers, don't talk about sex to my children, and people have an issue with that, and the mainstream media lies about it, and fuck them all.
This is what it seems like. It seems like there's this machine that's spinning, and the machine is self-aware, and it knows that all the parts in the machine right now are beginning to understand how much this machine is actually run off of bullshit. And the parts are kind of wanting to stop doing their job. So the machine is like, whoa. Let's get some new, fresh parts in here that don't know what the fuck we're up to. Let's say we're on their side. Let's let them in the country. Let's just get new parts in this machine so they can start helping running the machine, and we can get rid of some of, no matter what. You don't have to look like anything. You just got to be aware that the machine is bullshit and the machine doesn't want you anymore. And I feel like, people, I'm not trying to talk about the great replacement theory. I don't think it's necessarily like that based off race, but I do think the political system, the political party, the people in politics, the machine is starting to understand that people are rebelling against them. How am I gonna get their support when they don't like any of me? We need new people. We need fresh faces. We need to get these fuckers out of here that are becoming too self-aware. Let's get in people who don't know any better. Let's get in people who have a mental health problem. Mental health. Well, it's just fucking, I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy, but it seems like there's something more nefarious going on it's not based off race. It's not the great replacement theory.
I think they're trying to, I don't know when I say they, but it might be strategic to allow all this confusion within so that we're all distracted by all of it instead of whatever's really going on that benefits the power class, the class, the 1%, the elite, whatever. So the confusion serves the greater power, and all the while it gives just, I don't know, more false virtue signaling causes to amp up certain parties and people. So if there were a design to it, and I think that the replacement, if anything, is of certain ideals that have been deemed by certain woke officials as ancient, like a nuclear family,
or not even ancient, just not helpful to them. You know what I mean? What are you
no,
pooping?
my belt is tight. That's all.
Well, what do you just now found that out? What happened between?
Amen.
Amen. You're right. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Good for your tight belt.
I feel better now. I'm glad we did that live.
Let's continue on with this kind of topic here. What do you think? Where the fuck is this stuff about this? I mean,
is this the story thing with the?
No, we're continuing. So remember that the title of the section I said you can't say out loud because I'm just having fun with the.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is still in that category. So
okay.
This is one Republican saying his truth out loud and how he feels, kind of painting as the whole party feels this way, but this is priceless.
Sorry, a favorite comment of the night goes to John. Why are you wearing a belt? I'm surprised you have pants on. John, you win.
Damn. Check this out.
Be labeled as racist and discrimination without a response. ISIS, the Taliban, and Al-Qaeda. Those are the folks who discriminate. We bombed a building in 2017 like we never usually do. We bombed it because they threw homosexuals off that building. Our terrorist enemies hate homosexuals more than we do. They're the
Did you see her reaction? One more time.
Terrorist enemies hate homosexuals more than we do. They're the ones who discriminate. Our job.
We got to clip this and do the remix program. Are you familiar with it? We need to make this short.
Yes. I'm sure people have beaten us to this by now. This was the 1st of May, but
it needs to be birthed from here. That was, oh God.
I enjoy her face more than I enjoy his comment. Like her shock, her like.
You see his peaked eyebrow. This guy, he's like, did he just?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I loved everything about this moment.
Did you just tell on us, son of a bitch?
I would watch a 2-hour movie of character development of this boring ass man just to see this will be the Joker moment.
Yeah, they hate homosexuals more than we do. No, but I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying their hate for homosexuals trumps our hate for I'm saying it wrong. We don't hate anybody.
Did
less than they hate homosexuals? No, I don't think he did. Let me see.
Holy shit!
In the military, our Navy creed. I am committed to excellence and fair.
Not dude, like he was never phased.
Wow,
listen, they hate homosexuals more than we do. I don't understand what the big deal is. You know what you said, right? That means you hate homosexuals? No, I'm saying we hate them less than they do.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, I may have a lot of cancerous hate in my heart, but
towards homosexuals,
we're not hanging them off of flagpoles. They are.
I feel like you're really missing the positivity of my statement.
You're a glasses half full kind of guy, ain't you? I'm making a clear point.
This is a clear point. They hate homosexuals more than we do. That's a good thing, isn't it? We hate less. We have less hate for the homo. Okay.
Reminds me of Dave Chappelle's skit with the haters, the hater players club. Hate. And he's like, I got less.
Charlie Murphy, he like for whatever reason, Chappelle's like, he just started shaking. Charlie Murphy. I don't know if you remember that scene, but
of course, I can't forget.
Charlie Murphy.
You wanna should we do the videos or do we do the head, fingers, knees, and
okay, well, how about this? One more story. Yeah, we could do the head, fingers, knees, and toes. Do you care anything about the Florida judge and the medical marijuana Xanax thing? Do you want to do that? Do we care?
That's outrageous, man. It's just gonna get me very emotionally invested. Can we save it?
What, for next week? I mean, it's
next week is this
the plan? Are we gonna do this next?
We're gonna
Tuesday
do this every Tuesday.
Y'all heard it first. So Stuck at Night will be back next Tuesday. We'll do this again. I think Jeremy wants to call in again. Should we let him call him again?
Does he? He wants to.
He said that. I'm just seeing, like I said, this whole fucking getting the hang of it again. But the number's back up. If you want to call in again, anybody, Jeremy, whoever else wants to call in, 954-998-3787. The number is up on your screen for you to see and for you to call in. So please feel free. We love interacting with you guys. And I think what we'd like to do as well as as opposed to only putting up the phone number, we'll throw the Zoom link on as well. And you can kind of call via video and we can handle it like that. If you want to call in, you can call in. If you want to do a video chat, you can video chat and we can take it like that. I think that would be kind of fun to do. It'd be like a version of an open panel, but kind of maybe one at a time or something along that lines. But it's better than just a phone call. We get to see you too.
I agree with Zoom. Do you have a means to look at them backstage before you let them on? Because I got peen bombed the first time I fucking went live.
Yes, I believe we do. We have a way to.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yeah, he seems
what up, man?
determined.
I just wanted to thank you guys for such a great show.
Oh hell yeah!
You did.
No, dude. I want to give props on that, and I want to let you know that we need to really get down on these pedophile things. You know what I'm saying?
Like which way though? I don't know what you mean.
Like
joking. I totally know which way you mean.
Don't fall for the bait, bro.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like, let's call out Disney. Let's call out the people that really have always been doing this stuff. If you don't want to do it, because it's crazy, bro.
Holly weird, man. Holly weird. Indeed.
Yes.
I just wanted to emphasize that Josh is a great baiter.
Yeah, I just want to put it on you guys just for a situation of things. I hope you're not recording everything. Well, you could be. Whatever.
Well, you're live, brother. So you're recording it via YouTube.
Okay, so listen, Orlando's always been a crappy place. California, has always been. Let's call out the people that really need to be called out, and find out where the darkness lives, man. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's already begun with calling out the child trafficking and everything. Yes. You're going to see a culmination now with Josh and I putting our heads together.
Yes, and you guys have really got a great thing together, man, and I love that, dude.
I appreciate that Jeremy. It's very nice of you.
And dude, I'm gonna definitely, we're gonna promote this everywhere. Okay, so whatever you guys do. It's coming.
Thank you, kind sir. Do you yourself have a YouTube channel? Because if you do, we'll help promote yours as well, man. So we'll pay it forward.
I don't because I hide behind you.
Hey, all good. Well, if you have a friend who does or something like that, like help us help you pay it forward to somebody else that it's a community. We love to share everybody. We love to kind of help bring everybody up. So
build each other up.
That's exactly what I do. And you guys already had the word, so I'm kind of like contributing to. I don't know if you would call this the church, but motherfucker, let me tell you what. This is beautiful. Thank you guys so much for doing what you do, man.
Yeah, man. We'll be on next Tuesday. Drop by.
High five to everything, man. Dude, definitely, man. I'm here for you.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Thank you guys, and have a great night.
You too, man. Bye.
You.
Jeremy, everybody.
I gotta say, man, it's when you live a life that feels so thankless, when you work full time and then some, and then you get like some real appreciation, it hits right in the heart G spot there. My heart clitori is stimulated. Thank you.
It's very fun. Very fun.
In all sincerity, yes.
I miss doing a show. I wish our third guest could have been here. That'd have been a little fun to kick around, but you know, we went a little late, but it is what it is, man. I'm used to staying up and waking up early. It don't matter.
Oh, yeah, I promised I'd give a politically incorrect explanation as to why our mystery guest named Brock didn't show. It appears, ladies and gentlemen, and this is no shade on all or any of the beautiful ladies in chat or watching thereafter, he does grow a very sensitive vagina after 10 p.m.
Yeah, interesting.
It's the wearer vagina.
Ah.
Yeah, made that up myself.
No, I like it. Where Gina.
Yeah.
Where Gina? Hey, Gina. Remember a 40-year-old virgin? He meets the one girl who's at the dating table, and she's like, "Hey, name's Gina. Maybe tuck your sack back, put a little rouge on you, see how the night goes."
You forget how well I know you, Josh. You quote that part anytime that movie comes up, and I love that movie. It's one of my favorites ever.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Do you want to get on to the weird stuff? There's something that we missed, but I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter.
At this point, I'm down to, do you want to kick off with a weird video or something?
Yeah, I mean, there's the night manager thing, and we can just get into videos, or we can just get into videos right now.
Let's kick on a video.
Okay. Okay. So this is, let's see what we got here. We got a few things. Okay. How about this? This is how America has freedom of press, freedom of speech. You go to some place like Russia, you don't have that there. And this video right here is a perfect example. This is literally two Russian women, and this is actually the title. So
oh, I like the sound of this.
Two Russian women. Yeah, I'm actually on X videos right now.
Word.
Yeah, two Russian women with opposing views on the war arrested within seconds of each other. This is kind of hysterical of how like fucking crazy they are over there. So enjoy this. Let me go merge this. Okay. I'm telling you, next time we do this, I want to make sure we get on Twitter Spaces so people on Twitter can hear the audio. I'm gonna take away the fucking phone screen.
Okay, yeah. Get that
out of there.
Some bitch out of there.
Blocking our beautiful faces. So here it is. Russian women with opposing sides arrested within seconds of each other. There is no freedom of speech. This is why America's great. I'm gonna full screen this and get us out of here so we don't mess with the. She said.
Я просто хотела спросить, как вы думаете, если здесь просто сказать два слова, мне за это сейчас арестуют?
So she's holding up a sign that says 2 words right now, because if you say 2 words, you get arrested. She's holding up a sign that says 2 words. She's
Go Cobra Commander?
Well, yeah, exactly. And she's against the war. And the cops come in to take her.
Holy shit!
Oh, right. So now this, right? It like for holding up a sign, 2 words. That's it. You're detained. Right.
That was faster than somebody that was suspected of being sick with COVID in Australia by Fauci's cronies. Go on.
It gets better. There's a lady standing right next to him, and the camera pans back to her. And she's like, well, like, are you filming people who have a differing point of view? Watch this. This literally is unbelievable. Pans over to this lady now. You guys film only activists? We film everyone.
А тех, кто, например, не выходит на митинги и кто считает, что военная операция, которую развернула наша страна, вы таких снимаете?
We show all opinions. I want to say my opinion. She starts talking.
That's it.
I'm actually okay with that. Okay, you're gone.
Это шок-контент. Человек пришел сказать, что ее.
So if you went up to the press to start speaking your opinions, the police would take you away.
That's powerful footage, man. Like that's something to keep right there. Let that be a stern. Not that we have shit perfect. We got biases and algorithms and all that, but damn.
That's pretty effing crazy, man.
It's like V for Vendetta getting black bagged, man. Seriously.
Okay, how about this? Maybe we should have brought this up while we were doing a different segment, but that might have been condescending. But here is a man claiming racism. This is a public freak out, so this was going on for a little bit. So,
racism is still.
So this guy says racism is still alive in Georgia, and he can't believe that this guy, he calls him a Bob tried me like that. So let's go ahead and play this video. See if you can get what's going on.
Racism is still real in Georgia. I can't believe Bob tried me like that.
What was it that you was asking me before you interrupted me with my dinner? Because I turned it all the way down for you.
The guy asked him to turn his music on his phone down.
Okay, but what was it that you was asking me? Is there a reason why you would ask me to turn my phone down when there's a band playing music that I don't give a fuck about hearing? Do you think it's appropriate for you to ask me, a 33-year-old, a black man, to turn his motherfucking phone down? That's a fact. You should know you shouldn't say a motherfucking thing to me. That's a fact. My head shouldn't be shaking while I'm eating my motherfucking chicken.
Oh, black fingernails.
Now what you better do is cock-a-doodle-doo over there and leave me the fuck alone.
I mean, I'm hearing a little extra in that tone there.
So
you know what I mean?
It just seems like, well, you went to a restaurant that had a live band playing, and you're like, nah, fuck this music. I'm gonna play my own music. And the guy who was maybe there to see the band, but sitting outside, was like, hey, can you mind turn that down?
That's these days you have fucking
racist.
You know, yeah, clearly
racist.
Not to appear insensitive and like a dullard here, but did you hear the little extra that I was hearing in that voice?
Yeah.
Patois?
You mentioned some of the colors of the fingernails.
You know,
painted
just
fingernails.
Some stimuli.
Yeah, there might be a little,
little
feng shui to our friend here, but no matter. He could be caught up in a moment. Maybe he doesn't mean it, but just looking at this as it is, it's like I don't as the white man who can pass out N-word passes and is the arbiter of what is racist and what's not, because look at me, I'm white, so you have the Amazon pass.
Damn it.
This isn't racism. But that's my professional opinion.
I mean, look, as white passing, which only leads to the 50% discount, Josh gets the 70 because he's full white. But I'm even going to throw in my 2 cents. I'm Jewish, 1 cent.
Ish.
And say, yeah, big on the ish. Wait, so I'm Colombian. It cancels out kind of. So it's a penny and a half. And say that shit's not racist. That's somebody that's playing the victim and can't have a normal dialogue, as evidenced by his emotional shaking by trying to eat some chicken.
Now, if there's a part of the video we didn't see, just as we talk about how like some of these videos never show the beginning, and this Bob turned around and said, hey, N-word, turn that music down. Well, okay, now we're getting somewhere. But if he just was like, hey, you mind turning that down?
We would have shown up to a different image, everything. The conversation and the dude in the background who did turn around like, oh, damn it, calm down there, youngin.
People are freaking out about this one. Did you ever terrorize your bus driver in school, middle school, high school, where you dick to them?
Wait, don't play the video you played last time.
What's that?
The lady, the sweet old lady?
Nope. Different one. Okay. Teachers they had a fucking enough, bro. This is a different one, man. So this teacher, this bus driver wants to become a teacher because he wants to really teach them a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Okay, see what I did there?
Child abuse charges.
A driver accused of
so check this out.
Elementary school kids about.
You want to see how dangerous that is?
So he's telling them, you guys got to stay seated and put your seatbelts on. They're like, nah. Fuck you, bus driver, you suck. I don't know if they're saying that, but I'm assuming their little snot kids are like, yeah, whatever. You're not my dad. fuck you, whatever, you know, throw
Kids are
bubble
pieces of
gum.
shit.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Put bubble gum in your hair, whatever it is. I don't know what they do.
You guys want to see how dangerous that is?
Oh shit! He did that on purpose.
So he hit the brakes, and they all flew towards the seat in front of him, and they're like, "Oh my god!" What are you?
Okay, the big what ifs I know are going to be thrown out with because it's the outrage is going to come out. I mean, oh my god, that could have broke a child's neck. It didn't. Nobody really got seriously hurt, right?
How about this? Your child could have gotten a broken neck if I'm going over like a speed bump and you're not buckled in. Dude, we used to go over a speed bump and everybody would start to do this, like in the bus for whatever reason. Like we'd all start to bounce. And if you timed it just right when you hit the bump, you'd be like, boom, wow. And people like, yeah. People would be freaking out.
You're taking me back, cuz. You're taking me back.
You remember.
I know, yeah.
I see the glee in your eye. I see that glisten.
We didn't even have seatbelts in our buses.
No.
So, but he's trying to make a fucking point, and I think he made it. Yeah, he did that because they wouldn't buckle up. So he did some good old fashioned like this is what happens. He's gonna lose his job. What's gonna happen? I assume.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's suspended right now. I didn't look into it.
Son of a bitch.
But how about this one? This is you know, it's not a bummer per se, but it's a bummer after the fact. And then
last one, okay?
No, how about listen, I want to end on a good one. I want to end on a happy freak out to get a little tears going, okay? But let's do a bad freak out. Trust me on this.
I trust you implicitly.
Okay,
with my daughter.
I guess this just happened in Colombia. It is real. And you tell me if you can figure out what went wrong here. It's only a 5-second quick video.
You say Colombia?
Colombia. Yep. It's a 5-second video.
Oh.
And see if you can identify what went wrong. Okay?
I'm a little nervous.
No, don't be. There's nothing. There's
like okay, go on.
There's no. You can't assume anything because you don't know.
My assumption of what I'm seeing, he's gonna push her ass without the safety on or something.
Did you see the fucking video or something?
No.
I know. They're all the same video. It's what's great about it. Like this is all the same. All right. Okay. So here we go.
Yeah. All right.
The dude has the thing on himself. I mean, obviously that's for him, but there's nothing. And watch him just look up.
Yo. What?
Whoopsie daisies.
That's the kind of thing. Is that a story
in a
about it?
tragic bungee jumping accident in northern Colombia? Jason Hermon has the details.
Survive?
Weekender world. Whoa!
Well.
Whoa!
I ain't got no Colombians in my family that look like that, but that's okay.
I feel like he's missing the part between his lip and his nose or something. Like, hang on.
We call him Lippy.
Lippy. Oh, Lippy. Go for it, Lippy. What you got?
Colombian girl named Yesenia Morales plummeted 164 feet to death after miscommunication that caused her to jump off a bridge without a fastened cord. A news report quoted Fredonia Mayor Gustavo Guzman bear her bungee
Look at her.
sport.
Now I'm free. Free.
Josh is the man with the too soon humor.
Now I'm free.
And he's learned. He's been through so much darkness, but I'm fucking reeling a little bit.
Yeah, here you go. This is one of the family members taking a video.
Safety cord attached to her. The boyfriend rushed down to rescue Morales and attempted to perform CPR.
I went down there and I found her head and I started to give her CPR. And then I found her torso and I was giving the heart-to-heart thing while doing the CPR. And I think she's going to be okay. I don't know why he's Southern, but...
I praise your comedic cojones and chops. I am terrified. Not terrified. I just, wow. Fuck. Holy fuck.
Like literally that's been like, I will skydive, bungee jumping. It's just never been something I wanted to do. Like I've heard too much of that. I've heard too much of people like bungee jumping off a building, and the fucking guy who made the bungee jump, it's 14 floors, but doesn't take account that it goes from floor 12 to 14. So he puts 14 floors in there, but no hotel has a 13th floor, yada, yada. So just like underestimating how long it needs to be, overestimating not being harnessed in. Bungee jumping just seems like you're going to have a bad time.
There's one form I'm willing to do that's not that, which is where you can be tied to a rope and fucking like glide down. You know, you just see the videos of kids with the fucking GoPro, just whoa. But the bungee thing, the drop, nah. I would skydive, ironically.
Yes.
I want to.
That's what Libby says. Larry, hang on a second. I'll go back to Larry. Larry says that bungee cord was racist.
I mean, I'm glad we're getting to the real issues here. Damn, fuck, my heart hurts.
D. Libby agrees with you, and I guess me too, would skydive way before bungee jumping. So,
dude, that was shocking. I was not... Fuck.
Let's bring it back home. Okay? Let's do a happy freak out and get the freak out of here, okay?
You're good at making me bipolar.
There's a lot more too that we could play, but it's just
crikey.
But this to me, you know what? We can end on a very happy note, and there's nothing wrong with that sometimes. After seeing something as tragic as that, let's see it come back, okay? Let's see.
Yeah. Just you gotta shake it off a little bit.
Okay, check this out. So this is a cleaning lady. She works in a very, very high-end building, and all the tenants love her. She, you know, even when she got furloughed, she still came to work. It's going to tell you all this in there, but this is someone who does their job above and beyond, does it so well that people take notice, and they know she's going through a tough time, and they do something badass.
I could already see it in her face right there.
The sad music. 20 years worked in the building. She's about to get the penthouse. And of course, they got to do the whole thing where they like, you know, they kind of draw it out a little bit. Here you go, Rosa. You know, it's like she thinks she's going up there to clean it.
This is the biggest apartment in the building. It's crazy.
Nice
really?
Light.
I know, it's so beautiful. This is, I think they're all closets. It's a walk-in closet.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, this place is unreal.
Pretty nice place, isn't it? Wow, it's fantastic.
Have you seen the kitchen?
So beautiful.
Yeah. Really nice kitchen. You're gonna spend a lot of time. Whoever's gonna be living here is gonna spend a lot of time. There's lots of clean in here. The brand new appliances, they just replaced them last year.
I hope they like to cook because this is the perfect.
It really is. So we got some more bedrooms over here. One to your right, one to your left. And the really cool thing about this one, do you like sunlight?
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of it here, right?
Wow.
She doesn't even know yet. She's just getting the tour.
So much space.
Oh, wow. Put a telescope and look at the stars.
I know, really.
At night,
Yeah, just come out here, enjoy the sun. All right, so then we'll go right back in. I want to show you the rest of it.
There's going to be a lot to clean.
Oh, yeah, lots to clean. Big walk-in closets everywhere you look.
All right, here comes the reveal.
Yeah, so I'm glad we got to get you in here, get you acquainted with everything. Lacey has been telling me a lot about your contributions to people in the building, and I know a lot of people here in this building are a big fan of you.
Look, her face just changes right there.
You're kind of a celebrity here in the building. I don't mean to embarrass you, but it's true. You're very well loved here, and I know it's been a tough year for you and your family. There's probably been a lot of financial hardships and things like that. And well, I think you really made an impact on the people here in the building, and they just wanted to give something back to you. So I have here a little contract for a 2-year lease on this unit that some of your fans here in the building got together. And they're taking care of it. All you have to do is sign and take the keys, and this unit is yours for the next 2 years.
So cool.
Yes. I really appreciate everything you've done. And it's your apartment.
I don't want to be a bummer, but what is she gonna do after that 2 years though? She gonna it's a New York high-rise luxury apartment. All right, Rosa, 2 years are up. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm hoping something will get figured out, you motherfucker.
I had to, real. I'm sorry. But how beautiful is that?
I'm truly marinating in this moment. But I had a lot of feelings going in. All right, the whole her being furloughed and everything that happened within our system. I've been thinking about other countries that are better with their health care, tending to their workers' needs, and how much happier people are in other countries. And I think of all those things, and then I think how beautiful this one thing is, but think of how many of these issues we have that don't get a happy ending like this.
100%. That's why it probably hits a little harder when you see something like this happen, because you're like, God damn, I as someone who's a fellow human being, you're like, I wish everybody can have an experience like that. You know,
absolutely.
No matter what you look like, how you feel, what you identify as, like everyone should be able to have an experience like that, no matter what. Everyone should be able to feel that love, no matter what.
Yeah, you know, and being acknowledged and being recognized, and sometimes, you know, we work thankless jobs, not even getting that fucking thank you. I'm very happy for Rosa here, and I look forward to more acts of kindness, because I do feel right now, just, you know, our country, America, we are overworked, like more than almost any other country aside from sweatshops and others and third world countries. But I can't get, that's where I'll remain a progressive. Our workforce could be doing fucking better. We're overworked and we're overstressed.
Tomorrow's day 17 in a row for me.
Huh?
Tomorrow's day 17 in a row for me.
Jesus Christ, Josh. You need to dress up as Rosa and get up in one of these fuckers here.
I gotta go start cleaning luxury high-rise apartments.
On the side.
Really take a gamble.
In the world to do anyway.
And like, you know, I'll be like walking through the halls like, hey, I hope you like me, huh? You know, I'll be elbow nudging everybody like, oh, could use a penthouse right about now. I don't know if you
Don't forget, during mid-stretch, kind of lost my old business during the COVID.
Yeah, COVID really took a number on me. I don't know if you can
lost that smoke shop.
Help me out with that there. If you could, that'd be mighty kind.
That was another crazy thing to experience on Stuck in the Middle. Future Stuck at Night. But that's a wrap. I'm glad that you did.
You knew
it. We ended on that, because I felt a little ill watching that. I mean, it was a good video. I mean, it was a terrible thing, but yeah,
it's a bummer. It's more of a PSA to not bungee jump, and the second video was a PSA just to be a good person, and you can make people like this happy.
Hope you get rewarded. That's what bothers me about doing the thing, not being the sucker is the working man's game, they say, and you would just hope, if you don't, you know, they're taking our pensions away. Oh, maybe somebody in a position of power and money will give me that ultimate thank you. But I'm just gonna get negative about it. Beautiful thing, beautiful show, beautiful audience. Thank you for
everybody for hanging out with us.
Middle part 2.
We return.
Be ready for a consistent Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, 10 p.m.-ish, we can count on. You think that's a good time? Perfect. Listen, I look forward to it. I have fun doing this, you know, like, you know that, I know that. I think everybody else sees we have fun doing that, and I hope that translates. I hope we talk about some things that you don't like. Hope we talk about some things that we do like, and kind of all the in-between. That's the whole point of this all. So thank you for watching. Eli, take us out with whatever you need to take us out with. They know where to find us next Tuesday, right? Same stuck time, same stuck place.
We're going to are we still going to do the switch off thing?
If you want to.
This will be, we'll have a talk. So you can find us out of 1 or 2 places right here every Tuesday night, or maybe Progressive Patriot if you're already subscribed. Josh and I will be talking. Aside from that, though, Keep on finding us, following us wherever you can. Add your voice, be a part of the conversation. It's your independent thinking that makes you special, makes us all special. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Y'all rock. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Much love, guys. Bye.